Okay, so our Concava blanks, the tubes are all dry on the inside. And now it's time to square up the ends. Now, a lot of people like to use barrel trimmers, and I think barrel trimmers are great when you're using wood, just solid wood. But I've moved to my disc sander. I find it does a lot less damage to the blanks, especially the acrylics, which are very fragile and very prone to breaking if your barrel trimmer isn't incredibly sharp and you aren't incredibly gentle. So the process that I use is I have a square blank here, and I have my bed squared up with my miter gauge and squared up with my disc here. So I know all these angles are square, so when I push into the disc sander here, I'm going to get a square front. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do light little passes, and I'm going to check each time, just like you would do with a barrel trimmer, for that shiny end of the tube, and that's how I'm going to know I'm towards the end. I'm also going to listen. An important thing in turning and everything we do, you want to learn to hear things change. So if you can appreciate what's happening with your ears in addition to your eyes and the feel of your hands, you're going to have a better outcome with your product because everything is affecting those three senses. So let's get started on sanding this off. Alright, so a funny thing happened while I was doing this side of this blank. The color of my base plate wax that I used to put in the tube to keep the glue from getting in very closely matches the color of the blank. So I thought my hole was sealing up and there was no tube in there. And then of course it finally showed up. But you can see now we've got a nice brass showing on each side. We will take these to my air gun, and I'll have a little fun with blowing out the base plate wax, which is still kind of glued on the end there, and just get them cleaned up so that we're ready to put them on the lathe. And the next step will be turning.